Hello guys, and welcome here to the Michigan International Raceway. I'm Brian James here in the booth with you for this Jello Cup Series race here today. It is race number 18, by the way, for those who are wondering. Starting on the pole today will be Brandon Harrison at number 7, and to his outside will be the number 9 of Samet Ozkan. And with that, let's not waste any time today. Let's show you your knockout qualifying results. Roberto Crown Jr., Keith Stevens, Samet Ozkan, Maximus King, Dylan Ibrahimian, Sebastian Bennett, and Tim Horton have all advanced to today's race. Tough break for Tyler Rattray and Giorgio Stumu. They unfortunately will miss the field. And of course, they are the ones battling to get into that top 33, which means it's a big day for Mitchell Collins, who could very well capitalize on their misfortune here at Michigan. Of course, yesterday we saw some high-speed 190-mile-an-hour racing. Will we see the same today? Will we see speeds greater than that? We'll find out. Let's roll the intro, though, real quick, and we'll be back with your starting lineup here in just a moment. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. They're on the back stretch. The starting lineup will be on the left-hand side of your screen. And something to keep in mind as we get going here, we only have a few more races until the GCN All-Star Race presented by the Tinkle Group. And that, of course, I was hoping to do it this Tuesday and Wednesday. It'll be next Tuesday and Wednesday, though. I just didn't have time to get this race recorded and up in time, so that's why we're racing this weekend here at Michigan. But again, it will be next Tuesday and Wednesday at Bermuda Triangle. That is the 10th and 11th of August as the pace car peels off. It'll be Brandon Harris, Samet Ozkan. The green flag flies were underway at Michigan. Oh, you saw some guys bouncing off the walls there. And you heard some of that too, as the 7 of Brandon Harris will lead the opening lap. Again, you notice these cars kind of going a little bit faster around here. They are unrestricted this weekend for the first time in a few seasons here in the Jello Cup Series. So this should be a fun race, to say the least. You see 200 miles an hour entering 3 and 4 here. Again, as mentioned, after today we have the doubleheader at Atlanta, as the caution is out. Looks like the 12, the 17 had something to do with this. Maybe the 8 as well, and the 4 of Zach Fitzwater. Let's go see what happened. 4 wide and a close 3 wide. Charles Sanford kind of pinches there. You see the 41, the 8, and that causes them to get together and just kind of jams everybody up here. Just look at the cars behind scattering everywhere. Tough break for all these leaders involved. And you see there Mitchell Collins. I don't know if he avoided that. He might have gotten a piece of it. But let's take you back to the green. Welcome back. You saw, unfortunately, we missed some pit stops here. We apologize for that. Michael Collins will be the race leader. Nobody is out of the race, by the way. But in second is Alexander Rowe. In third is Brandon Harris. Fourth is Samet Ozkan. And fifth is Simon Davis. Sixth, Ben Crouch. Seventh, Tim Randolph. Eighth, Skylar Martins. Ninth, Nate Rattray. 10th is Diego Yepes. Michael Collins, the points leader, I believe, entering today. And of course, he's already, I believe, a 2-time winner this season. Another win would certainly boost his resume for the playoffs and boost his point totals. As the green flag waves were back underway, and you see some guys get moving, others do not. Saw some cars try to jump outside early. Alexander Rowe trying to hang on to second right now. And look at this, the 6 gets a pretty big lead here. And Simon Davis looking for second with help from Samet Ozkan. Now it's going to be 3 wide. The 29 bounces off the wall. Might be 4. Nope, 3 wide. Look at how wide that 29 is going to go. Here comes Skylar Martins, and Skylar Martins has won back-to-back races. He's looking to make it 3 in a row. Will he do so today? He would join Zach Fitzwater in a pretty elite category, the only 2 to ever win 3 straight races. If he can do so here today. He won at Darlington, he won at Daytona, and now he's trying to add Michigan to that list. Michael Collins, though, as mentioned, he's battling for the regular season championship, and he is leading right now. And certainly any playoff points he can add would be great. As mentioned last season, he had a rough exit in the first round of the playoffs. After not winning a race last season. He's just looking to make it through to the playoffs with some extra points with him. Here goes Brandon Harris for the lead. Here comes the 21 of Skylar Martins. And look at it. He's all over the bumper of that 7, and you saw the 9 bounce off the wall pretty hard there. 3 wide for the lead. And Brandon Harris now the race leader once again. So after this, we go to Atlanta for our second of 3 doubleheaders on the schedule. Those will be the next 2 races. Then, of course, as mentioned, we take a break for the All-Star break. And then, of course, when we return, we'll go to Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400. That'll be our next double points race on the schedule. We then go to Zenjoltis and the doubleheader at Pocono. Those are the upcoming races here on GCN. You won't want to miss them. But of course, then we wrap up the season at Canadian Tire in Darlington. Here comes the 21, Skylar Martins. He's looking for the lead. They're going to be side by side here. Will the 6 follow his fellow Ford? I don't think it's going to matter. Skylar Martins is going to lead the lap. One guy we always got to keep an eye on in these 2-mile racetracks. The number 2 of Dylan Young, he's not having quite a good day here. He's running back in 30th. Might need some help to get there today. Meanwhile, the 7 Brandon Harris will take the race lead back on that high line. He's not giving up on it. Everyone knows right now this 21 has won back-to-back races. They know they need to step up their game if they're going to take him down here. Not to mention the 21 just won back-to-back races on 2 of the hardest tracks in the series. Darlington and, of course, Daytona is always a tricky race to win. And he managed to get them both. After today, we're also halfway through season number 7. Which means we're that much closer to becoming Tinkle Group Gaming here on GCN. Of course, as mentioned, we'll have some live streams. We do have a Twitch account now too, so we will be using that for some live videos, so you won't want to miss those. You'll want to check them out. Subscribe to our Twitch account today. Another thing to note, again with that new Tinkle Group Gaming banner, of course, as mentioned, I don't know about the future of these series yet. When I know, you will know. It is my decision at the end of the day. But just so I throw that out there, that again, I don't know about season 8 yet. But again, stay tuned to this channel. We will have the update when it becomes available. I thought for a second there the 6 was making an unscheduled stop, but he is short pitting. And with the tire fall off not being that great here, it might not be a good strategy to pit early. As you see, the 7 and the 21 still battling for this race lead here. Here comes Tim Randolph. And he'll help out his fellow Chevy driver. Right to the bumper goes the 47. And you see there he's going to have to let up. And that's going to allow Skylar Martins to take the race lead here as the rest of the leaders come through the pit lane. Here we go, right sides are on. Now the left side's gonna go on here. It's gonna be a 4-tire stop for Skylar Martins. You see the 5 is out and away. Looks like everybody did 4. And you see Skylar Martin's going to take the race lead. 51 is blown up. Tough break for Maximus King. There's the 6. You gotta wonder, it's gonna be a close battle here. Skylar Martin's gonna have to try to defend. And it looks like he should be able to. So Skylar Martin's to the race lead after this cycle of green flag stops. Look at this battle for third right now. Max Anderson, Spencer Mills, Simon Davis. Look at how many positions that 7 lost, by the way, as you see the battle for the lead. Here goes the 6 of Michael Collins. Not gonna happen. Michael Collins looking for his 3rd career victory. So is Skylar Martin's, and he's looking for 3 straight in the series. Caution's out. Wondering if something happened to 17 once again. Let's see if they pit here. They will not, so let's go see what happened. 2 drivers battling for the same real estate, and it looks like Charles Sanford will get the better of it. Casey Horton gets hooked. Around goes the 17. You see hard into that outside wall. It's been a bad day for Casey Horton. He's going to look to put this race behind him. Let's take you back to the green. Welcome back. We're getting ready to go back racing here. One thing to note as we get going, of course, the 51 Maximus King out of the race, but one thing I think we need to keep an eye on as we get in the latter stages, the final 9 cars there all came to pit road under that caution. Somewhere in the middle of that caution, they came to pit road. Do these guys, I mean, I don't know if they're going to have enough fuel necessarily, but will this strategy pay off on the short pit? You see the 29 Alexander Rowe with an issue. He's coming to the pit lane. It'll be Skylar Martin's, Michael Collins, Simon Davis back underway here at Michigan. Keep in mind, Dylan Young was one of those guys at the back of the pack anyway, so some deferring strategy might pay off in his favor. But I don't know what these guys are thinking, honestly. I mean, tires are not a huge deal here like it will be at the next 2 races at Atlanta. Here we go, battle for the lead is on. Side by side goes this 21 and the 6. Another guy to keep an eye on here in the latter stages, that's Tim Horton in the 07. His last win came at Auto Club a few seasons ago. Driving for Team Penske, now he's a driver owner, and he wants to get a win for his team. Although it might not secure him in the playoffs, he's well outside the top 33. Battle for the lead still. Michael Collins. Skylar Martins. And Skylar Martins will hang on. And as mentioned, here's where things get interesting because the deferring strategy here. This could very well be the battle for the presumptive race lead right now. And I believe Mitchell Collins would have it. And keep in mind, Mitchell Collins is one of those guys who needs to play the strategy game because he is one of the guys battling to stay in that top 33. While I don't think he can be touched entering this race, he still could use the points to help him out. Especially with that doubleheader at Atlanta coming up, and more importantly, the double points race at Indy right after the All-Star break. You saw the battle for the lead there. It looked like Skylar Martins was going to lose it, but he somehow hangs on. And he's still side by side with Carter Joey. Here comes the 07 Tim Horton. And Martin's still hanging on. It just shows how much confidence and strength this 21 team has. They've got to feel on top of the world. They're 10 laps away from probably winning 3 races in a row. Here goes the 10, and I think Carter Joey's got it for now, but here comes the 21 battling back, and he's going to hang on. Again, for the 21 team, you've got to be sitting there. You've got to be thinking to yourself, man, everything is going right now. We're in mid-season. We're running with mid-season form right now. You see those cars behind pitting. But again, you can't help but sit there, even if you're in second now to Carter Joey, you can't help but sit there and think, man, we're just on top of our game right now. We're in the battle. We're in the thick of this for the championship right now, where we might not have been about 5 races ago. Here come the pit stops we were expecting, and you saw the 6 had to brake check. Almost ran over Carter Joey. Tim Randolph will stay out in lead. And again, those guys on the deferring pit strategies. I imagine they'll have to pit based on the sequence here. They pitted, I would say, about 3 to 4 laps after some of these leaders, so they can probably go 3 to 4 laps longer unless they really are saving fuel right now. Tim Randolph, he's staying out a little longer. Oh, the caution's out. That's why he's staying out. There was a spin on the backstretch. And I mentioned for the 21, things are going right. What could possibly go wrong? This could throw a wrench in everything. And boy, did it throw a wrench in a lot of these guys' strategies. because there's no doubt about it now that all these guys are going to have to pit. Not to mention, we're setting up for a late race restart here at Michigan. Oh, the 12 around. All these guys who pitted are trying to get their lap back. And this is just causing a mess. You see the 77, he might get a penalty. 5 gets around. We've got to figure this whole running order out right now. But let's go see what happened. Battling for position back here. All these guys that stayed out. And just look at this. They all get pinched here. The 15, the 7, the 41. They go for a spin. And the 2 and the 41 collide as well. And look at that. Just a tough break. Especially for those guys who came to the pit lane. A tough break for them. Not what they wanted to see, but maybe it benefits them. We'll see as we get the running order sorted out. Let's take you back to the green. Here we go. We're going to go green with 3 laps to go. I'd imagine these guys out in front don't have the fuel to make it to the finish. But could they have been saving, hitting that clutch, shutting the engine off? And if so, how much did most of these guys save? It's going to be Befode Sacco, Spencer Mills, and already you see the 8 of Lenny Florentine. He's not going to have enough fuel to make it to the finish. But looking at that car too, just to be running up in 3rd, I know it's under caution, but it's probably a smart idea that he did come to the pit lane, because look at all the damage on that 8. He was going to hold up a whole bunch of guys. So Mitchell Collins will restart in 3rd now. Roberto Crown Jr. in 4th. Sebastian Bennett, yesterday's winner, rounds out your top 5. But again, do they have enough fuel? They've got to be rooting for another caution here. And for overtime. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 3 laps to go at Michigan. There is no doubt about it. These guys behind, they are rooting for a caution right now. More than likely. These guys up front are probably rooting for one, because it could help them make it on fuel. You saw the 7 bounce off the wall. Here comes the 37 and the 22. Oh, the 42 is slow. The 37 is not. Spencer Mills to the lead. 2 laps of racing to go. Again, how many of these guys have enough fuel that we know of? See Tim Horton, he's a lap down. And he's really in the way right now. Oh, the 37 doesn't have enough. Here come those leaders. And I believe Parker Smith to the race lead. White flag, 1 lap of racing to go. Presented by Mitchell's Memes. And it is Ben Crouch out in front of the field. Ben Crouch trying to hang on for dear life. He's got the 88 right behind him. He's got lapped cars in front of him. And he's going to need all the help in the world. As we come through 3 and 4. That 88's got to run on the outside. Is it going to be enough? Ben Crouch is going to win at Michigan. What a way to pick up a win. More pit strategy. And a win for Ben Crouch here at Michigan. Will it be enough to punch his ticket into the playoffs? He's won races at tracks like these before, and he has suffered the biggest heartbreak when it comes to playoff time. Oh, more issues post-race. Spencer Mills trying to get to the finish, and he rubs alongside the 88. But nonetheless, congratulations to Ben Crouch. Colleague Racing's first Jello Cup Series victory as well. And like that, also, Skylar Martin's win streak comes to an end at 2. But nonetheless, a top 5 out of this is pretty good, I would say. Want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you results and your standings, and we'll be back for the doubleheader at Atlanta next weekend. Until then, goodbye, everyone.